felt not understood and all you wanted was silence. That's how my brothers felt for 5 years. My mom, my sister, and myself were not aware of their feelings. In 2007, their father committed suicide. They were acting out and not attentive to anything. At the ages of 13, 14, and 17, they were diagnosed with depression. It all made sense why they were acting that way, and we labeled them as bad kids. We didn't understand why. We thought they just needed a father figure in their lives. But at the end of the day, they were struggling with their inner demons that nobody knew they were struggling with. It's important for us to listen to our children because as adults, we tend to turn the other ear because they're just being dramatic. And they can be struggling with something that we're not aware of, and it's truly an illness. Today I'll be elaborating on Bianca Balsamo's article, Youth Depression, Underdiagnosed and Deadly. The first step is showing signs. Signs aren't just sadness. We tend to correspond depression with sadness, and it's usually not the case. It can be lack of sleep. It can be showing aggression. It can also be distancing yourself from a family member. Showing signs are about consistency. It's important for us to realize that because when their actions change, that can be, it can be a sign when somebody stops doing their daily activities like they usually would. For example, if your child always comes and kisses you goodnight or hugs you goodnight, and they stop doing that, that could be a sign. If they come home and tell you right away that they're doing good in school or how their day was, and all of a sudden they stop doing that, that could be a sign too. If they're lashing out and being really defensive about questions that you ask that you normally would, it's very obvious that could be a sign too. My brothers and I used to be very close. We used to hang out in my room all the time and laugh and joke just like normal siblings would. Of course they grow up and they become their own person, but they became very angry with us and they would just lash out at us for no reason, and we didn't understand why. Balsamo states that if children nowadays don't show signs of sadness, they act out. And as adults, we don't realize that they're acting out because of that. They're being labeled as troublesome children because they are acting out. So it's just something that we need to realize that could be a sign. The next step is supporting your children. Support is important because as adults, we can be helping a younger generation become healthy and live a healthy life. Support is about assistance. It's not just physical assistance, it's also emotional assistance. Support is about, for example, support can be giving your children affirmations, positive affirmations, knowing that you're there. It's as simple as hugging your kids every single day and telling them that you love them, and that if they had a bad day at school and they're coming home and they're telling you that they did have a bad day, letting them know that it's going to get better and that tomorrow is always a new day. Balsamo states that a behavior that's maladaptive to an outsider could help children in a difficult situation, to survive a difficult situation, because suicide is so high in our youth these days. The third step is treatment. Treatment starts within a home. It doesn't matter how well you think you're parenting, it's always good to take a step back and realize that you can improve your parenting skills. You can be more positive towards your child. It's so important to realize that treatment is not about fixing somebody. They're not broken. They don't need medication all the time. They need your love and support. They need to know that they're ill and that they need to live a healthier life. Treatment can be provided from the physician. It can also be counseling, but it's also support from your loved ones. Treatment is about, for example, my experience, my brother Dominic had to go to rehab. He was addicted to medication, and at the age of 17, he's now drug-free. And it's amazing to see as a sister that he can improve his life, and he does have something in store for him in the future. Because who knows what would have happened if he didn't get the right treatment that he needed. Palomano states that if the parent and the child are ready for treatment, then they can continue with the next step of medication, if that's what they need, again, or counseling, or anything under that nature. In closing, Bianca Palomano's article, Youth Depression, Underdiagnosed and Deadly, taught us the 3 steps of the signs, the support, and the treatment that's needed to help our younger generations survive this illness. Thank you so much for listening to me. Again, I hope you take away, keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, and keep your mind open to our youth, because it is something that's really, really a struggle nowadays.